Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello again, Knights fans. Rocco Jeppy here to bring you day 2 of the Knights' quest to defend their Region 20 Division II title. We are getting set here to announce the teams. And with that, we'll turn things over to some of the Cougars and Knights.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Frederick Community College and Cougar Field, host of this weekend's 2019 Region 20 Division II baseball tournament. Our first game of today's triple header matches up the number 1 seed Frederick Community College Cougars taking on the number 2 seed CCBC Essex Knights. Both teams advanced in the winners bracket following yesterday's first round, where the Knights were 5-2 winners over Garrett College, and the Cougars winners in a 1-0 squeaker over the Cardinals from CCBC Catonsville. Today's second game will match up the number 4 seed Lakers from Garrett College and the number 3 seed CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. We anticipate a 1 o'clock first pitch for our second game this afternoon. Pairings for today's third game will be determined following the outcome of these first 2 games, and a 4 o'clock start is scheduled for our third game and final game of the day. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to Old Glory, hoisted in center field.
All right, folks, so we're going to meet the teams here as a little switch up as we honor America with the national anthem. We'll be back right after this. Copyright laws prevent us from allowing us to stay on the air. All right, folks, we're back from the national anthem. We're set to meet the teams now, so we'll turn things, wait, let me make sure. Nope, we're going to head to home plate with the managers, so we'll give you a little bit of information before this game on how the teams got here. Once again, I'm Rocco Jeppy calling the game on the YouTube home of the Knights, and we would like to welcome all of you to the game today as we are celebrating a very special milestone. This is the 200th video for the Knights YouTube channel, and it couldn't have been a better setup as the Knights will take on the Cougars here on day 2. How did they get here? The Knights had the first game yesterday against Garrett College, and they were trailing 1-0 heading into the 4th inning. And in that 4th inning, the Knights erupted for 4 runs, all of those runs coming with 2 outs in the inning. They would tack on an insurance run in the 6th inning to win the ball game 5-2. Starting pitcher Pat Barrett went 7 innings, gave up just 1 earned run on 5 hits, struck out 5, walked 5, and hit 3 batters as well. Coming in to pick up his first collegiate save was Rocco Marquez. He was brilliant in 2 innings of work. No runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, no free passes. On the other side for Garrett, Michael Joyce went 7 innings, gave up just 1 earned run with 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he took the loss in that game. On what we'll call the nightcap of the day, Frederick and Catonsville, a bit of a pitcher's duel. No runs scored until the 8th inning when Frederick came through with a run in the bottom of the 8th inning. The starters were brilliant in that game, both of them going the distance. Frederick starter Braden Coy went 9 innings, no runs, 5 hits, striking out 3 to get the victory. On the other side, the hard luck loser for Catonsville, Travis Weaver, 8 innings, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 earned on 3 hits. So here we are today. The winner will move on to tomorrow's championship game. The loser of the game will move to our third game of the day and play for a chance to still get to the championship, but will have one loss on their record in this double elimination tournament. It looks like we're going to turn things over here in just a moment to our public address announcer, Bob Peters. Let's meet the starters and our teams.
In center field, number 20, Jacob Wetzel. At first base, number 21, Priamo Lazada. The designated hitter this morning for the Cougars, number 32, Mitch Long. In left field, number 25, Connor Hannafin. Second base, number 8, Hayden Kissel. At third base, number 6, Brandon Austin. In right field, number 22, Kyle Schofield. And the battery for the Cougars this morning, behind the plate, number 5, Jacob Berry. And on the mound, number 47, A.J. Sizliski.
So there you have the starting lineup for the Cougars. For the Knights, leading things off and doing the catching as usual, Nolan Watson. Batting second, our game one starter, Pat Barrett. He'll be the designated hitter. Our third place hitter is going to be right fielder Nelson Laviosa. Hitting cleanup will be the left fielder Gage Schaefer. Batting fifth will be shortstop Luke Nakic. Batting sixth will be third baseman Robbie Leon. Batting seventh at first base is Armando Prieto. Batting eighth and in center field is Chuck Harmon. And batting ninth at second base is Luis Gonzalez. You got this in. Frederick's batting first. Essex is batting first. Did I put Frederick in as the home team? As the visitor? Shit. All right. Close out of that. Stallings on the mound for the Frederick Cougars. And there's a ground ball, base hit through the left side for Watson on the first pitch of the game. And we're started here in Frederick on time. First pitch 10 a.m. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Up now is Pat Barrett.
Hitter, number 27, Patrick Barrett. 27, Barrett.
Hit launch and see what it does. We'll have to put in a new game. Swing and a miss by Hines. Excuse me, by Barrett. There goes Watson. Throw to second base is not in time. A stolen base for the Knights backstop. Now in scoring position. And the count is 0-2. You got to go up top. Add event. After that, go back up. Stallings peers in. He's got the sign. Check swing. Barrett went too far. The throw to first to complete the out. And there's one down. So now Laviosa to the plate.
Now batting the right fielder, Nelson Laviosa. Number 9, Laviosa.
Fouls off the first offering. Under notes, just type in NJCAA. There you go. Click that one. Okay. Click postseason and then prime time. Save. Go down and remove the other one first. Comes the 0-1 offering to Laviosa. He fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. And everything else is the same. We'll get you caught up. Nothing in 2. Schaefer's on deck. He would be next. Ground ball to the shortstop. Watson moving over to third. The throw to first is high. Did he get back down in time? He did. Good play there made by Lazada on the throw from Stallings.
Now at the plate, the left fielder, number 28, Gage Schaefer. 28, Schaefer.
On the mound, Selinsky. Now will face Schaefer. Schaefer, chopper foul down the first baseline. Schaefer stands back in now. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. One and 1 the count now to Schaefer. Watson on third, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now 1 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. Count even at 2 now. 2 outs here in the first inning. Watson with a leadoff single is currently at third base after a stolen base and moving over on the Laviosa ground out. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here's the 2-2 pitch again. Line drive foul down the first baseline. We'll do it again. For Selinsky, this is his 12th appearance of the year, his 10th start. He's 7-1 on the season in 56 innings pitched, a 1.45 ERA, 53 strikeouts. We'll do the 2-2 again. Here it is to Schaefer. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. He chased, and the leadoff single is stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We'll head to the home half of the first, scoreless. All right, here are the Frederick Cougars, our hosts for the tournament this year. Brett Stallings leading things off, followed by Jacob Wetzel, Priamo Lozada, then Mitch Young, Connor Hannafin, Jacob Berry, Hayden Kissel, Brandon Austin, and Kyle Schofield. They'll face off against Cale Hines. The Knights' right-handed pitcher comes in with a 2-2 record. This will be his 8th start on the season. Comes in with a 5-point, and that's off the corner, a 4.88 earned run average. In 46 and a third innings, he's given up 56 hits, struck out 28, walked 14, and has a strikeout per 9 of 5.47. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Stallings on the outside corner, count even at 1. Hines comes set. Now the pitch. Curveball. Grounded to third. Leon plays the big hop. No, there was no hop. I thought it was a hop. He just chopped a low pitch right to Leon Weekly, who makes the catch. 5 unassisted, 1 down.
Now at the plate, the center fielder.
Hines, a utility player for the Knights, can play the corner, infield, and outfield positions, is also the team's backup catcher. He was at first base yesterday in the first game, went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Now he's on the mound today to face the Cougars. Here's Wetzel, and he'll look at a pitch, ball 1. Wetzel in yesterday's game against Catonsville, was 0 for 3 with a strikeout, but he did reach base and score what would be the only run of the game in the 8th inning as he looks at a strike. Count even at 1 now. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Wetzel, a freshman out of Walkersville, Maryland, comes in batting .368, 5 homers, and 51 RBI. Curveball fouled off at the plate, and that'll even the count at 2. .24 strikeouts on the season. He's 14 of 16 in stolen base attempts, 500 on base, and is slugging .660 with 5 homers, 10 triples, and 7 doubles. That one hit Weekly to first. Prieto will field and throw to Hines covering at first base for the second out. 2 down here in the home half of the first inning. Priamo Lozada up at the plate now. Priamo
Lozada. Number 21, Lozada.
Lozada, freshman. He's at first base today out of Weston, Florida. And he'll take a called strike on the bender. Comes in with a .413 batting average, 9 homers, 61 RBI for the power hitting first. Swing and a miss. And is slugging .707. Right now behind in the count to Hines, 0-2. Hines says yes, working quickly now. Comes set, working out of the stretch, the pitch. Curveball's outside and low, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Watson has the ball. He'll have to complete the play to first. He does. So the Cougars go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. And after 1 complete, we're scoring. Nakic to the plate now. In yesterday's game against Garrett, Nakic was 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. He did have a pair of errors as well. I talked to him about that after yesterday's game, and I told him, look, just kind of calm down out there, and it'll take care of itself. And he said to me very confidently, not cocky, as he sends that one down the right field line, giving chase and making the catch as the right fielder Schofield for 1 down. To finish my story, Nakic told me very confidently, not cocky at all. He said, I know, I've been here before. And he has. He's played in a lot of important games over his young baseball career. And, of course, last year, although he was injured, was with this team as they made their trip to Enid, Oklahoma in the Division II College World Series. So here's Leon swinging at the first pitch, skies it to right center field. Drifting is the center fielder, Jacob Wetzel. That's out number 2. Usually don't see Leon swing at that first pitch. Very rare. Usually able to take a count deep. 2 outs now for Prieto.
Number 36,
Prieto yesterday 2 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored in the 5-2 win over Garrett. He takes a called first strike. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And quickly 0-2 to the Knights' big first baseman. Prieto comes in 4th on the team in batting average, batting .306. He has 3 home runs this season. As well as 23 RBI, 339 on base, 444 slugging. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. The throw to first in plenty of time. As the Knights go in order, Stallings with the play there from shortstop. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. The Knights go quietly in the second. After 1.5, we're scoreless. All right, for the Cougars, it's going to be Long, Hannafin, and Barry to go here in the bottom of the second inning. Long yesterday was 0 for 1 with 3 walks and a strikeout against Catonsville. Curveballs in there for a strike. Long, the designated hitter for the Cougars today. Comes the 0-1 pitch. That stays outside for a ball. Long comes in a slash line this season of 377, 524, 638. The sophomore from Annville, Cleona, Pennsylvania. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the curveball catches the outside corner for strike 2. As a freshman last season, batted .336 with 3 home runs, 29 RBI. He has 6 long balls this year with 42 RBI, 4 triples, and 10 doubles. He's slugging .638 this year, as that one stays outside to even the count at 2. Also has 5 stolen bases on the season. Comes the 2-2 pitch from Hines. In the dirt. That'll run the count full. So Hines' first full count today to the power hitting designated hitter. Long waits for it. Now here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball is foul outside the line at first base, and we'll do it again. Hines, a pretty efficient 12-pitch first inning. Watson behind the plate. Third to first, it's Leon, Nakic, Gonzalez, and Prieto. I'll give you the outfield after this pitch. 3-2, grounded foul, first base side. Left to right is Schaefer, Harmon, and Laviosa for the Knights. Behind the plate, of course, is Watson. We'll do the 3-2 pitch, and as I'm overhearing, there's an air show in town today. So expect to hear airplanes throughout the broadcast. Here's the 3-2 for the third time. That one's lined into right field, a base hit. Laviosa plays it on 2 hops. And the Cougars have their first hit of the game. A leadoff single to start the second. Brings up Hannafin. Hannafin in left field today.
Batting the left fielder, Connor Hannafin. Number 25, Hannafin.
Hannafin, the 5'7" freshman in left field today from Sire, Pennsylvania, and he takes a called strike. The freshman comes in with a slash line of 340, 474, 519. He has 4 homers, 5 doubles, a triple, and 28 RBI. So Hines will work with a runner on for the first time today. And here's the pitch. A line drive, caught! Nakic, the throw to first, will double him up. And there are 2 down in the second. Well, we talked about it earlier. Nakic told me he's got it. And right there, he did just that. A 6-3 double play, 2 outs here in the second.
Now batting the catcher, Jacob Berry, number 5, Berry.
Here's Jacob Berry to the plate for the Cougars. Pitch from Hines. And that misses outside, ball 1. Freshman from right here in Frederick, Maryland. Comes in batting 298, 477, 521. 10 doubles, a triple, 3 dingers, and 27 RBI. Here's the 1-0. And a good take. 2 balls, no strikes. Barry doing the catching today, graduate of Thomas Johnson High School here in Frederick. 2-0 pitch is slapped down the left field line. It is foul for strike 1. Quick hands there. Two balls and a strike to the Cougars' backstop. Wind coming out of the southwest slightly. Not enough to move that flag out there in left center field. Comes the pitch from Hines. Curveball in there for a strike, and that one had some bite. The count even at 2. Two-two pitch from Hines. In the dirt, a good take by Barry. The count runs full. 3-2 the count. Hines shakes off the first sign. Now he has the one he wants. Comes set at the collarbone. Now the pitch. Curveball nubbed right to Hines. He'll come off the throw to first, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no runners left on base, no errors. We head to the top of the third, still scoreless at Frederick.
Off the center
All right,
fielder.
folks, it'll be Harmon Gonzalez, then back to the top of the lineup in Watson. Harmon comes in batting .222. He did have a base hit and a run scored against Anne Arundel a week ago. Had 2 RBI as well as he takes a cut and misses for strike 1. Harmon, 2 doubles and a triple this season. Swing and a miss, a good off-speed pitch by Cislinski. And he's quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Comes the pitch. That one is sliced foul. Just past the hospitality tent off the Home's first base side dugout. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Cislinski into the line. Now the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes down on the breaking ball. Second strikeout of the day for Cislinski.
Now batting the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez. Number 15, Gonzalez.
Brings up Gonzalez. And he'll take a called strike. Gonzalez comes in batting .200. This is just his 14th game of the season. There's a line drive. One hopper. He thought that one was going to be caught. Took a little stutter step, making his move to first base. Got started, stopped, and had to get started again. Stallings makes the play over to first base. 6-3 on the putout, and there are 2 down.
Now in the box, the catcher, Nolan Watson. Number 10, Watson.
Watson up now with 2 down. He started the game off with a first pitch base hit to left field and then stole second. He would be stranded at third. He takes a called strike. Cislinski has been dealing since that leadoff single. That misses the corner, ball 1. Watson, 381, 500, 571. 11 doubles, 4 triples, and 3 home runs this season. Fouls that one away. Now 1-2. All of this coming from the leadoff position. He's also 23 of 26 in stolen bases. And yes, he's the team's catcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Watson. Swing and a miss. Got him. And since giving up that leadoff single, Cislinski has retired 9 in a row now. We head to the home half of the third. We're scoreless.
Baseman, Hayden Kissel. Number 8, Kissel.
Kissel to lead things off for the Cougars. He'll be followed by Austin and Schofield. Hines, first pitch. Curveball for a strike. Really has that breaking ball working today, and sometimes that's his Achilles heel. If that breaking ball is not working and he has to throw the fastball all the time, he can get knocked around. If he continues to throw that breaking ball well, it could be a long afternoon for the Cougars. Swing and a miss, again on the breaker. And Kissel behind in the count now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle, and in there for a base hit. Hines signals to Watson that was his fault. He knew he missed his spot. That one stayed up in the zone, and Kissel did not miss it. The 280 hitter sending it up the middle for a leadoff single.
Now batting the third baseman, Brandon Austin.
Austin to the plate.
Austin.
Sophomore from Haymarket, Virginia. Comes in batting .314, 458. Swings and fouls off the first pitch. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 26 RBI for the Battlefield High School graduate. Austin at third base today. Behind in the count, 0-1. Kissel gets his lead. And here's the pitch. Curveball fouled back, 0-2. Kissel at first base getting a good lead. He's 6 for 6 in stolen base attempts this year. Last year was 7 for 11. Austin awaits the 0-2. He'll have to wait some more as Hines sent that one over to first base to check back Kissel. Now he comes set. 0-2 pitch. Nope. Throw over to first. Keeping Kissel close. Schofield on deck. He will be next. Hines holding, and if that were a wooden bat, that would have been a broken bat single to right center field. Oddly enough, Austin tried to ask for timeout. The umpire saying it was too late, but he just flipped the bat down there. And back-to-back hitters on 0-2 send base hits into the outfield. So now the Cougars turn the lineup over, or one hitter away from turning the lineup over. Have something going here. First and second, nobody down. Schofield to the plate. And there's a good bunt. Hines quickly off the mound, throw over to first. And Schofield does his job advancing the runners. Second and third with one down. Now back to the top of the lineup in Stallings.
Now batting the shortstop, Brett Stallings. Number 7, Stallings.
Stallings, a freshman out of Springfield, Virginia. Comes in batting .338, 473, 25 RBI, 10 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Curveball fouled off. Great opportunity for the Cougars to score first here. Of course, the Knights gave up I believe it was in the third inning run to Garrett yesterday, and then came back to score 4 as we see a swing and a miss from Stallings. He is behind in the count, 0-2. Hines peers in. He's got the sign he wants now. The pitch in the dirt. A good block by Watson to keep it around home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Warming up in the bullpen for the Knights right now is Carson Coffey. One ball, 2 strikes. Cougars at second and third. Hines trying to pitch his way out of a jam. Here's the pitch. And that one, short left center field, is going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run will score, and they'll hold the second runner at third base. He's safe. And moving up on the throw is Stallings. So now second and third still with 1 down. But they plate the first run of the game as Kissel scores. So Austin to third. Stallings gets over to second base on the throw with just 1 down. That'll bring up Wetzel. Wetzel grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. In the dirt. Ball 1. The Hines has been ahead in the count, either 0-2 or 1-2 to 3 out of the first 4 hitters this inning, but hasn't been able to put him away or get him to keep the ball out of the air from outfield singles. So it's 1-0 Cougars, and they're threatening for more here in the third, excuse me. And that one's fouled off. Count even at 1. Hines comes set, now to the plate. Curveball stays outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Head on, babe, head on, let's go.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball misses outside. 3-1 now. You can't make a mistake to Wetzel because he can go deep. He's got 5 home runs, 10 triples, 7 doubles. He's driven in 51 runs this season. And they'll give him the intentional walk on 3-1. Don't want to give him the opportunity to swing away on something. And that'll bring up Lozada.
Number 21, Lozada.
Lozada grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. Or excuse me, struck out his last time up. So now the base is loaded, 1 down. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Jumped on that first pitch, but couldn't get it inside the line, 0-1. Paramo came into today batting .413, .468, and slugging .707. Hines trying to get out of a jam with limited damage here. 1 out, bases loaded. And here's the pitch. Ground ball again, foul down the third base side past the third base coach's dugout. Or excuse me, coach's box. Again, 0-2 to the Cougars hitter. Hines has the one he wants now. Comes set. And here's the pitch outside. That one sent in the air, giving chase. Still giving chase is Laviosa. He makes the catch. Here's the throw to the plate, is not in time. Scoring from third is Austin, and the other 2 runners Stallings and Wetzel move up to second and first base respectively. It's a 2-0 lead for the Cougars and 2 down on the sacrifice.
Now batting the designated hitter.
Here's Mitch Long.
Mitch Long, 32 Long.
Runners at second and third, but now there are 2 outs. Long single his last time up, but then was cut down on the 6-3 double play. Curveball hits the corner. 0-1. And he takes a cut at the high fastball, fouls it off. Behind in the count, 0-2. Hines peers in. Looking to put away Long. 0-2 pitch. Curveball stays outside. Long takes it. A ball and 2 strikes. Looking ahead for the Knights, it's Barrett, Laviosa, and Schaefer due up. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the third inning. The Cougars lead it 2-0. Runners at second and third. Hines has the one he wants now. And here's the pitch. Curveball low. Count even at 2. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. And again, fouled off a high fastball. We'll do it again. So after a economic 12-pitch first inning, Hines is up to 53 pitches now in the ballgame. Cougars starting to work counts a little bit tougher. Here we'll do the 2-2 again right here. In the dirt, ball 3. So Long falls behind 0-2, but now has worked the count full. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Hines looking to end the inning here. The 3-2 pitch. Curveball is crushed to right center field. That ball is back, and it is gone. A 3-run home run has broken the game open here in the third inning for the Cougars. They lead it 5-0. There was no doubt about that one when it came off the bat. And this is what happens when you're at a home and you're the host of the tournament. You got the hometown behind you. 3 RBI home run. This will be the 8th hitter of the inning, Connor Hannafin.
At the plate, the left fielder, Connor Hannafin. Number 25, Hannafin.
For Long, that was his 7th home run of the season. And Hannafin takes a ball. Doesn't look like Coffey is throwing in the bullpen any longer, so he's either warmed and ready to go, or they're leaving Hines out for a bit longer. See if he can get through the inning. That's high, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Hines. Fastball. Swung on, lifted high to left field. Schaefer giving chase, coming close to the line now. And he'll make the catch to end the inning. But the damage done, 5 runs on 4 hits. Nobody left on base, no errors. We head to the top of the 4th inning. The Cougars lead it 5-0.
off the designated hitter, Patrick Barrett, number 27.
Barrett, Laviosa, and Schaefer for the Knights as they look to get back into this one. A 5-run third inning for the Cougars has them ahead. Barrett takes strike one. He struck out in his first at bat in the first inning. That one will stay outside, a ball. And that one in the same spot, but umpire calling it a strike this time. 1-2. The Knights' designated hitter. There's a line drive, high ball now. Going back on it and making the catch. Schofield originally went the wrong way on the ball, but righted himself and plenty of time to haul that one in, 1 down. Laviosa to the plate now. Grounded out to the shortstop in his last at bat.
Nelson Laviosa. Number 9, Laviosa.
Miami, Florida native, comes in a career .332 hitter. 92 career RBI, 6 home runs in his career, 24 doubles and 4 triples as he looks at strike one. There's a high fly ball to left. Going back on it, still going back on it, and making the catch on the warning track was the left fielder Hannafin. There are 2 down. Schaefer to the plate.
Now in the box, the left fielder, Gage Schaefer.
An 8-pitch at bat for Schaefer in his last at bat. In the second inning. In the first inning. Schaefer, the team leader, with 8 home runs. Fouls that one off. Has 44 RBIs, batting .341. Originally West Virginia native, graduated from Frankfurt High School. So behind in the count, 0-1. He fouls that one off. Went off the top of the catcher's mask. Barry seems to be okay. So now 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Outside for a ball. The Knights, Nolan Watson led the game off with a base hit, and they have not reached base since. 11 in a row retired by Cislinski. That one's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barry goes out to talk to his hurler. So our lineup for today, as you may have heard during the pregame announcements, the winner of this game moves on to tomorrow's championship. The loser will come back at approximately 4 p.m. and will face the winner of today's second game, which is an elimination game between Catonsville and Garrett. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Gage fouls off a high fastball. We'll do it again. Cislinski ready, goes into his windup. Now the pitch. Schaefer got a piece of it down in the left field, and it falls in. A nice diving try by Stallings, just couldn't hold on to it. And the Knights have their second base hit of the game after Cislinski had retired 11 in a row. Here's Nakic. He was a flyout victim to the right fielder his last time up. Nakic, we saw earlier in the game, make a catch on that line drive. Throw back to first for a double play. Now looking for a little bit of 2-out magic. Again in the 4th inning. See if the Knights can repeat their performance from yesterday. As you'll remember, 2 outs in the 4th inning. The Knights came through with 4 runs to take the lead 4-1 in a game they would eventually win 5-2.
plate, the shortstop, Lucas Nakic. Number 5, Nakic.
Nakic is ready now. Cislinski in the stretch for the first time since the first inning. And that one's in the dirt for a ball. Cislinski peers on Schaefer at first, comes set. Pitch. Grounder up the middle. Stallings has it. He'll step on the bag for the out, and the inning is over. No runs, one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Cougars lead it 5-0.
Cougars, the catcher, Jacob
It'll be
Berry,
Barry,
number 5,
Kissel,
Berry.
and Austin here in the fourth inning. And Hines is back out for the curveball, stays inside. Ball one. I'm fine with that because it didn't seem to work out for Hines last inning when he got ahead of the hitters. Usually that's exactly what the pitcher wants. Get ahead quickly. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1. Hines had 4 of the first 5, got ahead, and 6 total. He got ahead of 6 of 8 of them and gave up 5 runs as that one sent foul down the left field line. Count now 1-2. Breeze is now starting to come in from left center. Well, it's going right to left, coming in from into our faces here behind the backstop booth. Strike 3 called on the curveball. And there's one down.
Now in the box, the second baseman, Hayden Kissel. Number 8, Kissel.
That's the first time that Hines has gotten the leadoff hitter since the first inning. Kissel to the plate. Had that single and a run scored in the third. Swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off. Hines ready to go. Curveball just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd like to thank all of our viewers. Give you a bit of a heads up because of today's traffic. Everything looking good on our side as far as the broadband, but traffic is very heavy on YouTube today, so there is going to be some, as that one stays inside for a ball, there's going to be some buffering of the video today. We apologize for that. We hope you'll stick with us throughout the morning here, as Hines will go 2-1 to Kissel. Now 3-1 on the Cougars' second baseman. I'd like to thank some of our supporters of Knights Baseball, Matt and Robin Watson, Elsie Melina Jose, Michelle Nakic, Matt and Sharon Nakic, Nana Feeney of Lexington, Missouri, the Worthingtons of Lexington, Missouri. We thank all of you for your support of Knights Baseball. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Hines. High fly ball to center. Harmon, he makes the catch, and there are 2 down. Grammy Watson, Tracy Began, grandmother of Medina, Ohio, the Ashley Lang family, Jim and Colleen Loftus, Carolyn and Warren Rakusin, Carolyn Rogers, Todd and Tracy Chansey, Craig and Ginger Coffee. We thank all of you for your support of Knights baseball as Austin fouls that one off for strike 1. Got a few more of you to get to, and you'll hear your names called at some point in this broadcast. These are our special supporters donating to our annual Knights baseball fundraiser and other support given special to this team. Here's the 0-1. That one's sent high and deep, but it'll be foul. Kissel out in front of that one. Long fly ball, foul. Brings the count to 0-2. Austin had a single and a run scored last inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Hines. Outside in the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. Austin was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in yesterday's game against Catonsville. And there's a high fly ball to left. Schaefer giving chase, and he'll watch it go on a 1-2 pitch. Austin dropped the bat head and sends it over to the left field fence for a solo home run. For Austin, his 3rd home run of the season. Here's Schofield. Watson will come out to talk to Hines.
At the plate for the Cougars, the right fielder, Kyle Schofield.
Schofield,
22, Schofield.
sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. Hines comes set. Now the pitch. High for a ball. Strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1. Another thing to keep in mind, head coach Mike Carter may be going with his starter elimination format. And that one he lays off. 2 balls and a strike. With the double elimination format, you don't want to go using too many relief pitchers if you have an inkling that you may have to play an elimination game, because you're looking throughout this entire tournament. You want to continue to move on past that elimination game. So we'll see what happens in this game as there's a strike to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we saw Coffee warming up earlier. We don't see him out in the bullpen right now. So it looks like Carter's going to stay with his starter a little bit longer despite the 6-run lead. Swing and a miss. The ball in the dirt. Watson will finish the play at first. And the inning is over. The Cougars add to their lead on a Austin solo home run. We head to the, top of the 5th inning. Cougars 6, Knights 0. All right, here come the Knights. It's going to be Leon, Prieto, and Harmon to lead things off here in the 5th inning. The Knights trail it by 6. Zielinski still in the game for the Cougars. And he'll start things off with a ball.
Third baseman, Robert Leon, number 21, Leon.
So Leon took a pitch there. Flied out to center on the first pitch. Back in the 2nd inning. That one stays high, ball 2. And now we're seeing the Robbie Leon that we're used to. Taking a few pitches here. Try and work the count. Get on base for Prieto, who is on deck. And that's ball 3. I expect to see Leon take this one here as well. Has not had to move the bat off his shoulder just yet here in this at-bat. 3 balls, no strikes. And here comes the pitch from Zielinski. That's a called strike on the inside corner. The 3-1 pitch. And again, a called strike, so the count runs full now. Leon got ahead 3-0. Zielinski comes right back to pound the strike zone with 2 in a row. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back. Leon will stay alive. Zielinski has the sign he wants. Goes into his windup. And the pitch. And a called strike 3 on the inside corner. So after falling behind in the count, 3-0, Zielinski comes right back and gets the punch out. 1 down.
Now batting the first baseman, Armando Prieto.
Prieto ground out to the shortstop, his first at bat
Prieto.
in the 2nd inning. He'll take a ball. Here's the 1-0. Again, in the dirt. Prieto, a Miami, Florida native, graduated from South Miami. 306 hitter. 3 home runs this year. Those all came in 1 game against Catonsville earlier in the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one lined down the first baseline, just foul. And it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Prieto this season, 115 plate appearances, has only struck out 10 times. Grounds that one up the middle. It's to Stallings. He'll come over. Throws across for out number 2. That'll bring up Harmon. Harmon, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning.
Now batting the center fielder, Charles Harmon. Number 11, Harmon.
There's a line drive down the 3rd base line. It's fair over the bag. Harmon on his way to 2nd. Here's the throw. It's going to be close. Not in time. Hustling after that ball was Hannafin, but couldn't get it in time, and Harmon is on with a 2-out double. That'll bring up Gonzalez.
Now batting the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez. Number 15, Gonzalez.
That one's outside for a ball. Gonzalez, a 2-time high school MVP. He says one word that describes him, respectful. He's ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. In the dirt, 2-0. Some more interesting information on the Knights second baseman. Favorite food to eat, rice and eggs and fufu de platano. And on his bucket list, just one thing, wants to go skydiving. A little bit of a conversation at the mound between Barry, first baseman Lozada, and Zielinski. So Gonzalez looking to get away from that Mendoza line. Batting 200 coming into this game. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. Two and one to the Knights' second baseman. Gonzalez waits. Zielinski checks Harmon at second. Now the pitch. And that stays low, 3-1. And Gonzalez looking to flip the lineup over and keep this inning alive. Watson waits on deck. If Gonzalez can reach, he would come to the plate. 3-1 now. Line drive down the left field line is foul. Don't see any action in the Cougars bullpen, and why would you? Zielinski ahead in this game 6-0. He's only given up 3 hits. So now the count running full. Payoff pitch coming up from Zielinski. Takes a look at Harmon at second, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. So the 2-out double by Harmon is wasted. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Cougars lead it 6-0.
Off the shortstop, Brett Stallings.
Top of the lineup for the Cougars. Stallings to lead things off. Hines back out on the mound for the Knights. Stallings 1 for 2 and 2 trips to the plate. Single and a run scored in the 3rd inning. And a strike one called. Final few names on our list of appreciation today. We'd like to thank Christina Hines, John Nakich, Adam Lashley, and Bill Kiger for your support of Knights baseball this season. Swing and a miss. Hines ahead 0-2.
Cut top, here you go.
Wetzel and Lozada to follow. Here's the 0-2. Line drive to right center field, and that will fall in for a base hit. Laviosa gets to it, and he'll hold Stallings to a long single. But again, ahead in the count, 0-2, and Hines gives up a base hit.
At the plate, the center fielder, Jacob Wetzel. Number 20, Wetzel.
Wetzel ran the count to 3-1 in his last at bat. The Knights gave him the intentional pass. He would come around to score. That was in the 3rd. Curveball in there for a strike.
Hey, you seen it? There you go. Here you go.
Hines comes set. Here's the pitch. And it stays outside for a ball.
Head on, babe. Head on here. Let's go.
Hines peers over to Stallings at first. Now he'll come set. Stallings 4 stolen bases on the season. Hines will step off. Just 6 attempts on the year for Stallings, 4 for 6.
Hey, quiet,
Count
baby.
1-1.
Let's go.
Hines is ready to go. And he'll come home with it. Outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strike. And the Knights have Coffee up and running, or up and warming, again in the bullpen. You would think if Hines gets into any trouble here, Coffee will get in, and I would think if he gets out of things in this inning unscathed, this would be his last inning. I know Coach Carter doesn't like to get his relievers up and warming too much. A 1 ball, 2 strike count to Wetzel, officially 0 for 1 on the day. Back to first base is Stallings with the throw over. And just a reminder to our Knights fans watching today, if you have or create a YouTube account, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. As that one's sent into right field. That's way back there and off the wall. Being waved home is Stallings. Here comes the relay throw. And that is going to be off the mark. A triple for Wetzel as he picks up the RBI. So Wetzel, the RBI triple, and now a 7-run lead for the Cougars. And it looks like that'll be the end of the line for Hines. For Wetzel, his 11th triple of the season and 52nd RBI. And that indeed will be it for Hines. He'll come out after 5+ innings. After 4+ innings, he'll come out here in the 5th. Coffee on the pitch. We'll step aside for a moment, and we'll have more to tell you about him when we return. Coffee on to pitch for the Knights. This will be his 21st appearance of the year. 26 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 30 hits, struck out 21, walked 17, and he has a 7.21 Ks per 9 inning ratio. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Backhanding it is Nikic, holding at third base, and the out at first was Wetzel. One down here in the 5th. Long to the plate, and he was true to his last name in his last at bat in the 3rd, parking his 7th home run of the season, a 3-run variety, and that's what really broke this game open that now stands at 7-0. That ball stays high, 4-ball. Outside, ball 2. That one's sent high and deep to right center field. Under it is Harmon. He makes the catch, tagging up and scoring will be Wetzel. So 4th RBI of the day for Long, a sac fly. Makes it an 8-0 game for the Cougars.
Now batting the left fielder, Connor Hannafin.
Hannafin to the plate.
5, Hannafin.
One of the few hitters on the team for the Cougars today that has an offer. He's 0 for 2. Lined into a double play in the 2nd and fly out to Schaefer in the 3rd. There's a called strike to begin the at-bat. 2 down here in the 5th, but also 2 more runs have scored. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Cougars. The Knights, no runs on 3 hits. No errors in the game thus far. Count even at 1. Jacob Berry on deck. He would be next should Hannafin reach. The pitch. Ground ball sent foul over toward the on-deck circle of the Knights. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Coffey looks for his 22nd strikeout of the year. The Flagler Beach, Florida native. Flagler Palm Coast High School graduate, as there's a 2-out single up the middle. Knights pitching not having much luck with getting ahead of hitters today. That one on a 1-2 pitch. So with 2 outs, Berry will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout in the 4th and grounded out to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Berry doing the catching today for the Cougars. That one in the dirt. It'll get away. A wild pitch will send Hannafin to second base. 1-0 on Berry. Berry, 14 extra base hits this season in the variety of 10 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs, slugging .521. Came into the game as a .298 hitter. Coffey, runner on second base now. Here's the pitch. And that one's grounded foul past the third base coach's box, where head coach Rodney Bennett is standing for the Cougars. Bennett, the former athletic director here for Frederick, and I believe he's now working as an academic coordinator, as he has relieved his role as athletic director almost 2 years ago now. Coffee set, 1-1 the count, and that one's gonna miss, ball 2. Coffee comes set. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. Checks the runner. Now the pitch. And there's a slowly hit ground ball to Leon at third. He'll come up throwing, and that's going to get away. Another run will score this inning, this one unearned, as Leon threw that one into the dirt. Prieto couldn't dig it out. And the inning continues. Barry reaches on the E5, goes to second base.
Now batting the second baseman, Hayden Kissel.
Kissel comes to the plate, 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Coffee trying to get out of this inning. Strike on the outside corner. 9 runs on 9 hits for the Cougars. Knights looking to stop the bleeding here. That one's outside. The Knights haven't lost a regional tournament game since 2016. Last year they rolled through the region tournament, going 3-0 on their way to their second title in 3 years. They missed the tournament in 2017, or excuse me, did not reach the final in 2017, and then won it in 2016. And as I say this, I correct myself, they did win 1 game in 2017 in the play-in round to get to the final weekend. But it's been 2 years, at any rate, since they've lost a game here in the tournament. Coffee steps off. Peers in, now has what he wants, comes set. 1-2. That one's fouled off to even the count. Ground ball to short, Nakich charges, plays the second hop. He'll throw to first to end the inning. The Cougars, they played 3 more runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We head to the 6th. Cougars in control, 9-0.
Watson.
We'll go to the top of the lineup for the Knights. It'll be Watson, Barrett, and Laviosa. Watson swings and fouls that one off for strike 1. Final line for the Knights starting pitcher, Cale Hines. 4 innings. He gave up 8 earned on 8 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, as he pitched 4+, 2 batters in the 5th inning. Count even at 1 to Watson as he's looking to spark a big rally and a comeback for the Knights here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. In the windup now, the pitch. That one low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Watson, who for the week of April 22nd through the 28th earned NJCAA Division II Baseball Player of the Week honors. And that one just misses down the line. Count remains at 2-2. Zielinski, the pitch, and that one sent foul down the line. So Watson working a count here against Zielinski. 68 pitches. For anybody wondering at home, there is a 10-run rule during this tournament, with the Cougars being the home team. If they lead by 10 after 5, or I believe by 8 after 7, then the game will be over. Inside, ball 3. And the count runs full now. So Watson will see at least 8 pitches in this at-bat. And here's the payoff pitch. High fly ball to left field. Going back, still going back, and that ball is gone. So Watson gets the Knights on the board with a solo home run here in the 6th inning. It's now a 9-1 game. Watson going deep for the 3rd time this season. No, I'm sorry, the 4th time this season. His 23rd RBI of the year.
Now batting the designated
That'll bring up Pat Barrett.
Barrett, number 27, Barrett.
Barrett to the plate, came into the game, batting .269. And that one stays high for a ball. So the Knights say, we don't want to hear about no run mercy rule, Mr. Broadcaster. We're going to stay in this one for a little while longer. There's the 1-0 pitch to Barrett. Curveball is in there for a strike. Barrett a fly out and a strikeout. He's 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Zielinski. Timeout called by Barrett and granted. And it looks like one of our teams for game 2, the Cardinals, Catonsville, have shown up. They're in the stands now. Swing and a miss, and for the 2nd time of the game, Barrett goes down on strikes. Laviosa to the plate.
Batting the right fielder, Nelson Laviosa. Number 9, Laviosa.
Laviosa's been quiet in this tournament. Still looking for his first hit. He was 0 for 3 with a walk yesterday, a hit by pitch yesterday. That one's in the short center field. Easy catch made by Wetzel. And on one pitch, Laviosa flies out. Schaefer to the plate.
At the plate, the left fielder, Gage Schaefer. Number 28.
Schaefer a single in the 4th and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2. There's a ground ball, base hit through the right side. And Schaefer's on for the 2nd time in his last 2 at-bats. That'll bring up Nakic. Nakic 0 for 2.
The shortstop, Lucas Nakic. Number 5, Nakic.
Played well in the field today, now looking to take that into the batter's box with him. Schaefer takes his lead. Here's the pitch from Zielinski, and that one is fouled off. Cougars are giving chase, but it is out of play. Nakic stays alive. No balls and a strike.
Go, boys. Go, boys.
Zielinski checks on Schaefer. There's a line drive to right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So with 2 outs, the Knights back-to-back singles into right field. They're trying to claw their way back into this one. That brings up Leon.
At the plate, the third baseman.
Leon struck out in his last at-bat. Did work an 8-pitch at-bat, but ultimately was sent back looking. Since Zielinski, the first time in this game, has allowed multiple base runners in the same inning. There's a foul straight back, 0-1 to Leon. Here's the pitch. And low. Count evens at 1. I must say that pitch looked good from back here, but our vote doesn't matter. 1-1 the count to Leon. And that one stays outside for a ball. So Robbie Leon again having a Robbie Leon at bat. 2-1. Has to be in his sweet spot for him to swing here. We'll take the pitch. He'll go 2-2 if he has to. Schaefer at second, Nakic at first. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike called on the outside corner. So the count even at 2. And it's ball 3. So Leon has worked the count full. A bit of an advantage to the runners as Schaefer and Nakic will get a running start on this one.
Work hard here.
Leon digs in. Zielinski has the sign. Looks at Schaefer at second. Again. And here's the pitch. Ball 4. And Leon works a 2-out walk. The bases are loaded. We've been watching him for 2 years. That was a prototypical Robbie Leon at bat.
At the plate, the first baseman.
And that brings up Armando Prieto.
Number 36.
Prieto is twice grounded out to the shortstop. And I think the umpire just warned the Frederick dugout. Gary, was that a warning? Okay, thank you. All right. So I'm told by the Frederick Sports Information Director, Gary Dembski, who's so far running a great tournament, that was an official warning given to the Frederick bench. Something must have been said. And Prieto looks at a ball low. Prieto, I can already tell you what's on his mind right now. I would just love to see him have a good at-bat. So Zielinski trying to work out of the jam. And Prieto takes a strike on the outside corner. And if they're smart, that's where Barry and Zielinski will stay. Prieto doesn't look like he wants to swing at the outside pitches. He can hit them. And he fouls that one off as Zielinski went right back to the outside pitch, and now it's 1-2. He's got the bat speed to look away and bring the hands in if they come in on him. Wide open stance as that left foot is right near the edge of the back of that, or the side of that batter's box. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll end the inning. So the Knights, 1 run on 3 hits, 3 runners left on base, no errors. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-1 Cougars. Austin Schofield and Stallings, 8-9-1 for the Cougars this inning. They lead at 9-1. Coffee on the mound still for the Knights. And that's a ball high. We're set as Coffee was backpedaling back onto the mound. The pitch, high and away, ball 2. And ball 3 now, so 3-0 to start the at-bat. And a ball high. A 4-pitch walk to start the inning, never a good idea. We'll see if Coffee can work his way out of it as Schofield steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout coming into this at-bat. For the Cougars, warming up in the bullpen right now is the freshman right-hander Max Cannon. We'll see if that is the end of the day for Cislinski after that long inning. And there's a strike to Schofield, 0-1. The Cougars 9 runs on 9 hits, no errors. For the Knights, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. There's a ground ball to second base. Gonzalez to second for 1. Nakic on the first is not in time. Hustling down the line is Schofield to beat it out. There's 1 down. Top of the lineup in Stallings.
Shortstop, Brett Stallings, number 7, Stallings.
Stallings 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and 2 runs scored. And that one's outside for a ball. Grounder foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Frederick in search of its first Region 20 championship since 2015. That year they also won the district championship and went to the Division II World Series in Indian, Oklahoma. That's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Since then, 2016, it was the Knights. 2017, it was the Cardinals of Catonsville. 2018, the Knights won it again. And here we are in 2019. That one stays inside. Count 3 balls, 1 strike to Stalling, excuse me. Pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the 6th inning. Or excuse me, 2 walks out of 3 hitters to start the 6th. First and second, 1 down.
Now in the box, the center fielder, Jacob Wetzel.
Wetzel to the plate.
20, Wetzel.
RBI triple in his last at-bat in the 5th. A walk and a run scored in the 3rd. He's 2 for 3 coming into this at-bat. And that one stays inside for a ball. Lozada on deck. He would be next should the inning continue. Again, the high pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody else warming in the Knights bullpen right now. It's Coffey's game at the moment. Inside corner for a strike.
Hey, nice easy here. Come, baby.
2 balls and a strike. Coffey ready. In the dirt. Good pick by Watson. 3-1. Be interesting to see the pitch Coffey comes with here. Definitely don't want to put him on and load the bases. Also don't want to give him something that he can drive. Here comes the 3-1. There's a line drive into right field, a base hit. Getting a late start and having to hold at third base was Schofield.
First 2 batters walked.
Hey, what do you say, Gold Rush? Come, baby.
Carter going to come out and have a talk or change pitchers. We'll see what happens here. We'll step aside for just a moment. First hitter walk, second. Yeah, you're right.
Now batting the first baseman,
Lozada to the plate.
Lozada. 21, Lozada.
Lozada an opportunity here. Base hit could end it. And it hit him. So it'll be a hit by pitch RBI for Lozada. Schofield scores. Stallings to third and Wetzel to second. And it's a 9-run lead again for the Cougars.
Designated hitter, Mitch Long. Number 32, Long.
Mitch Long, power potential, had that 3-run homer in the 3rd. A run here would end it. Again, the mercy rule, 10 runs after 5, 8 after 7. And there's a ground ball. Prioto comes home for 1, back to first, double play. And the Cougars will have to wait for that run roll a little bit longer. 3-2-3 double play to end the game. A great grab by Prieto over there at first base. 1 run this inning. We head to the top of the seventh, It's a 9-run lead for the Cougars. All right, for the Knights, it's going to be 8-9-1 Harmon Gonzalez-Watson, and the Knights need at least 2 runs here to continue the game. Again, it's 10 runs after 5 or 8 after 7. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Cougars lead it by 9. Here's the pitch to Harmon. There's a line drive to right field. It will fall in for a base hit. And Harmon reaches for the second time in the game. He now has a double and a single, 2 for 3. Leadoff single to start the 7th. That'll bring up Gonzalez.
Now batting the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez.
As we look around, Garrett has arrived. Again, they will face Catonsville in the second game of the day. Harmon takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez squares the bunt, instead takes a called strike. Zielinski to the plate. Curveball stays inside. 1-1. Harmon has 4 stolen bases this year. He is yet to be caught. Throw to first. He dives back head first. Head coach and third base coach Mike Carter. First base assistant coach Matt Backert. There's a high fly ball to center field. Giving chase and making the catch, Jacob Wetzel for the out. That'll bring up Watson. Timeout called. And it looks like head coach Ronnie Bennett's going to come out to the mound to potentially make a change. We'll step aside until we figure it all out. We'll be back here in just a moment. So it'll be Max Cannon on the pitch for the Cougars. This will be his 13th appearance of the year. He comes with a 4.71 ERA in 21 innings, 14 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 25 hits. He'll face Nolan Watson, who homered his last time up, the Knights' only run thus far in this game. Diving back is Harmon. One down here in the 7th. Pitch. And Watson was swinging on the first pitch. He fouls that one away. On deck is Pat Barrett. He would be next. Cannon says yes. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled away. Watson definitely kicking himself for that one. That was a curveball, stayed up in the zone. Cannon shakes off the first signal. Now he has what he likes. Comes set. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. The high heater. Watson couldn't catch up to it. Now there are 2 down. Pat Barrett to the plate. Barrett's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today. Looking to extend things here for the Knights. Again, they need 2 runs here in order to continue this game. Throw to first. Harmon dives back. The second game will feature Garrett versus Catonsville. We'll have live stats on that. You can go to either team's website schedule and click on the live stats link for today's game. A swing and a miss. Barrett couldn't get to that one on the outside part. 0-1. There's a curveball, ground ball to second, and he'll take it himself the easy way. Does Kissel over to the bag at second, and that game will be over. So the final score in 7 innings, the Knights 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error. The Cougars 10 runs on 10 hits and no errors. They will move on to the championship game tomorrow. The Knights will stick around and will play approximately 4 p.m. today. Our next game is going to get started in 20 minutes from now, 20 to 30 minutes from now for Catonsville and Garrett. And then the third game of the day will be back on the air 20 to 30 minutes after the completion of the second game. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Obviously, we'll be back on the air when the game is set to begin. Until then, I'm Rocco Jeppe for our public address announcer, Bob Peters, for our official scorer, Bill Cawley, for our live stats extraordinaire, Mario Diaz, our cameraman, Taylor Moore, intern, Robert Erickson, and our scoreboard overlay operator, Jake Guy. I'm Rocco Jeppe saying so long until later this afternoon, where the final score again, Cougars 10, the Knights 1.